When I last sat down to work on a video for this channel, it was summer. The mornings were bright and warm, more like hot. The kind of days where the sun hits your skin before you even open the window. And honestly, I'm not a fan of that. I like cooler weather, preferably windy winters and crazy rainfall. A long time has gone by between then and now, and the seasons have shifted. The skies outside my window have changed. The air smells like rain now. And I'm finally here with a video, but not the one I intended to make. And by a happy coincidence, it is in fact raining outside as I'm recording the voiceover for this video. Hey everyone, I've missed this. I've missed you all. I know I've been away longer than I planned. And if you've been around for a while, you've probably noticed that my upload schedule completely out the window. I've been trying to keep it together, to stay in the creative flow, but the more I try, the more it seems to slip away. So, just to let you know, I haven't abandoned my channel and I still intend to continue with everything I started. I believe some of you must have gotten that impression due to my inactivity and have penalized me by unsubscribing. Ouch, that hurt. But what can I say in my defense? I don't blame anybody but myself for being so inconsistent. So, here I am. I wanted to catch up with you, not just to update you, but to talk honestly about where I've been, what I've been doing, and if I even made any art during this time. The short version is life happened. Right after I disappeared, after my last video, I had to prep for an important exam. I thought once this was over, I'll get back to creating regularly, but surprise, a very urgent illustration project came up right after and it kept me busy for the next few weeks. And as I was juggling between the deadlines, the date for another exam was announced, so now I need to focus on that. I've just been so busy with everything happening at once. But here's the weird part. I was still making art. I just wasn't making the kind of art I felt I could share here. The workflow was all over the place as I shifted into full production mode, and filming my process was not even on my mind. But thanks to digital art, some snippets from the process get saved and I can share them with you now. The whole process was intense and honestly it drained me a little. But it also reminded me how much I love drawing, even under pressure. To give an overview, the project was to create illustrations for 10 short stories and 10 informative articles for children written by different authors that will be compiled in 2 different books. I can't show everything from the project, but I can share some glimpses. Although this wasn't my first illustration project, it felt like I stepped in the shoes of an illustrator for the very first time. I have done 2 other illustration projects before this, but I didn't feel like I had it in me until I warmed up to this one. This project just hit different and I felt I was able to push myself more in terms of technique, style, and concept. Now I can say that I know the things I need to work on and learn to become the kind of illustrator I want to be. I still don't consider myself a professional, but this could be my first stepping stone, and I'm grateful that I got this opportunity. The stories I was illustrating for had so many characters, and it was interesting to bring out my own concept for these characters, and I got a good idea about how to create characters that might appeal to kids. As I've already mentioned, I don't really work with character design and things like that because I did not know that I have the proper knowledge to even start. But just doing this gave me some amount of confidence that maybe I can also come up with my own characters. As we go ahead in this video, you will see a lot of different characters coming up, and let me know what you think of the style that I used for these illustrations. This is very different from what I usually do, and I don't really identify with one style as of yet because I don't think I have a style. And with this project, I was just aiming for one thing, that it should look like it was made by the same artist. And I'm not sure how far I could go with that, but there's always a first time, and I know I need to work on it. I also never really worked digitally like this, and I have to admit there was a learning curve at the start, but once I picked up pace, I felt it was a lot smoother as I was reaching towards the end of this process. And I learned that it can make your process very fast if you learn the right techniques and methods. So these are some of the illustrations I created in this project, and honestly speaking, I am tired, but I really enjoyed this whole process. Alongside all this, I wish I could say I've been following my art goals religiously this year. I started this year with such high hopes, plans to finish certain projects, maybe even post every week, but now it's August and I'm not even close to those goals. And yeah, I feel guilty about that. It started feeling like the more I wanted to stay consistent, the more I jinxed it. And every time I tried to jump back in, something else would come up. But maybe it's okay. Maybe the story isn't supposed to go exactly as planned. Maybe just showing up again is part of that story, and the silver lining being I was still creating art. Even when it wasn't for YouTube, even when it wasn't what I wanted to be working on, I was still making art, and that has to count for something, right? This channel has always been my safe space to share what I love, so I wanted to show you what I've been working on. It may not be part of any ongoing series, but it's still me and my art. I don't know if I'll achieve all my art goals this year. I don't know if I'll ever master consistency, but I do know one thing: I want to keep going. So, this is where I've been and where I am at. If you're still watching, thank you so much. I have got a few new ideas, no promises yet because I have another exam in the coming weeks to handle, but I'm not going to vanish. I'm here to stay and I hope you are too. If you liked this video, please give it a like and share your thoughts with me. And if you want to show some love, please subscribe to my channel. I am grateful to each one of you.